Tape for this Bantamweight fight. Both fighters are 32, with some differences in height and a similar reach. From the world. Wow! Oh! He's out!
That's it! And here's the end.
To become a legend in the UFC, a fighter needs someone to push him to be great. McGregor had Diaz, Jones had Cormier, and Silva had Sonnen. Each series didn't just pit the best against the best, but it matched up rivals that had personal scores to settle. And when the octagon door shut, the bad blood reached a boiling point. Who will be the one to step up and put this feud to rest? Or give up bragging rights once and for all?
So 3 years the gap in age between these two fighters, with similar height but big differences in reach. We are underway. And just like that, the fight is over.
Beautiful KO for the victory.
Excellent striking technique to land that shot and ultimately finish the fight here in the first. You've heard us say it.
Hey everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary, and here's what you need to know for your UFC Minute. In mixed martial arts, if you're not evolving, you're losing. So, in an effort to make sure he continues on the right path to the top of the Bantamweight division, this fighter announced this week that in order to keep building his skill set, he was packing his bags and leaving the gym where he got his start.
So 3 years the gap in age between these two fighters, with similar height and some differences in reach. So we get another look at Dominic time and place kick there. Oh!
It's together. That's
and
it.
There it is. It's starting to become a welcomed habit for UFC fans. See the name of this fighter on the card, and excitement will always follow. If you need proof, it's right there on the record of this bantamweight, as he's won several Performance of the Night bonuses since he made his Octagon debut.
You gotta do more damage!
Throughout the history of the UFC, it's no secret that having a strong wrestling game has been a key to success for several world champions and Hall of Famers. This bantamweight fighter seems to agree, as he announced this week that he was making the move to a new camp, where the focus is on embracing the grind and getting down to business in the wrestling room on a daily basis.
More than 5 years apart, and they both possess a similar height and reach. By submission is... And just like that, the fight is over. To get going in the fight, it can have a bigger effect. It certainly had a huge impact here tonight as he gets...
That's it. Beautiful. Nice. Let's pull that. You got to work there.
More than a decade separates these two fighters when it comes to the age, with the same height and some differences in reach. Round one. Wow! And just like that, the fight is over. Technical a striker he is, and that was really the shot heard around the world to get the finish here in the first round.
Beautiful work. That's it. Way to work for the submission. There's a submission. There we go. That's how you get a submission.
I'm Megan O'Leary, and this is your UFC Minute. This weekend, we brace for a crucial matchup, which is expected to shake up an entire division. To get into position for a world title shot, this fighter has fought tooth and nail against the best the bantamweight division has to offer. And while getting into a #1 contenders match is sweet enough, if this fighter beats his heated rival to earn that shot at the belt, the victory would be even more satisfying.
So 3 years the gap in age between these two fighters. Some differences in height and reach as well.
He got it, he got it. Nicely done.
power. Nice job. Really love.
Hey everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary, and here's what you need to know for your UFC Minute. It came as a shock to the MMA community when this fighter left his longtime gym recently. But that surprise was nothing compared to the reaction felt around the globe when he agreed to fight his longtime training partner in a compelling matchup that highlights this weekend's UFC card at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada.
So these fighters relatively close in age, just a year apart, with similar height and some differences in reach. Better place to be on fight night. We're here tonight. Oh! And just like that, the fight here in round one, and that's exactly the way a fighter draws it up. You don't absorb anything in terms of significant damage, and then you're able to the tape for this bantamweight fight. 2 years apart, these two fighters, with similar height and some differences in reach. Indy City, Chicago, Illinois. Shot heard around the world to get the finish here in the first round. Again, maybe he caught the guy cold a little bit. He didn't have a chance to warm up, but that is a huge result.
Fighters fight for many different reasons. Some do it for the fame, others do it for the money. Eventually, all of that fades away. Yet going down in the history books as a UFC champion is something no one can ever take. It's proof that for a moment in time, out of all the fighters in your weight class, you were the best in the world. It's the culmination of all your hard work, the fulfillment of a dream. Tonight is your chance to take that gold belt and hear Bruce Buffer say, "And new." That kind of glory lasts forever.
This is his first world championship fight, a tremendous moment in his career. This is what he has been working for his entire UFC career, and there is an amazing amount of pressure on him at this moment.
All right, here he is, the UFC Bantamweight champion. He has successfully defended the title in the past. A decidedly different challenge, though, here tonight. Prevailing wisdom is that this will be his toughest title defense to date. The odds suggest that this is a close matchup on paper, but he believes he's one of the GOATs, one of the greatest of all time. If you want to be that, certainly got to make good on this title defense tonight. The tape for this, our main event of the evening. 4 years, the difference in age between these two fighters, with similar height, but big differences in reach.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. It's time! 5 rounds to the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 18 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, presenting the challenger, Bruce the Dragon Lee. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a freestyle fighter, holding a professional record of 13 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Sacramento, California, presenting, leading, defending, undisputed champion of the world, Cody No Longer Crown.
All right, this is for the championship. You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves.
This is a fight that we have been looking forward to for a...
Ready.
All right, here we go. 5 rounds if needed.
He's hard up!
Nice liver shot.
Oh! Back up to his feet. What a jab. The champ is rocked. He's in big trouble here. We could be... Oh! That's some wrestling right there. Unbelievable. He was looking for the KO from the slam, and that's exactly what he pulled off. Absolutely brutal technique.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 47 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC Bantamweight champion of the world, Bruce the Dragon Lee.
Hey everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary, and it's time for your UFC Minute. The MMA world is buzzing about that incredible performance this past weekend in the main event. Last weekend at Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey, it was a night to remember for the mixed martial artist whose story has captured the imagination of fans around the globe as he fought the fight of his life when it mattered the most. When the dust settled, Bruce Buffer said, and knew. And he was crowned UFC Bantamweight Champion of the World thanks to a memorable referee stoppage.
That's how you get a submission. Hey, triangle. Just kicks. That's the way, headhunter. That'll do damage. Now, he couldn't take any more.
All right, so here he is, the UFC Bantamweight Champion of the World, making the walk for his first title defense. A lot of people say you're not the champion until you successfully defend the belt. An opportunity for him to do just that here tonight. Wrested the title away earlier this year. Now an opportunity to cement his championship legacy with his first championship title defense. Tape for this Bantamweight Championship fight. So 2 years, the gap in age. Some differences in height and reach. UFC Bantamweight.
Wow! Hard jab.
He's out!
Beautiful KO for the...
Coming, and really, before his opponent had a chance to get in the fight at all and land anything in terms of a significant strike, he was...
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 36 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC Bantamweight champion of the world, Bruce the Dragon Lee.
I'm Megan O'Leary, and this is your UFC Minute. As a fighter's wins begin to add up, the pressure to maintain momentum becomes a major factor. To win in the UFC isn't easy. To do it as many times in a row as this bantamweight standout has is a remarkable feat that has this fighter on the verge of even more big things in the world-renowned octagon, as he prepares for his latest battle in mixed martial arts' ultimate proving ground.